Hmm. It's, oh my God. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time for the TPN live show. Bobby Renee show. It's time. I gotta go. I can't miss an episode of this, and neither can you.
Hey there, filmmaker Kelly Schwartz here in Las Vegas. Just wanted to say you're watching TPN Live with the Bobby and Renee show.
Hi, I'm Emmy-nominated Melvin Jackson Jr., actor and producer. You're watching TPN Live with Bobby and Renee. Stay tuned.
Hey there, I'm Courtney Nicole. I'm an actress, I'm a director, advocate. You know what? Enough about me. You're watching TPN Live with my friends, Bobby and Renee People.
Hi everyone, it's Nadej Bailey. Be sure to tune in to TPN Live with my auntie Renee and my uncle Bobby Peoples.
Yo, what's up? How y'all doing out there? What's going on? Y'all know who we are. I am Bobby, and this is...
I'm Renee.
And you're watching TPN Live with Bobby and Renee. Tonight we have a great special guest. Her name is Nina Austin.
Yes.
And she helped the criminally insane.
No,
that's not what she do?
That's not how we say it.
What does she do?
No.
What does she do?
She is a mental health advocate. I'm going to say that. She is a therapist. She is a female Black therapist, okay?
So if you're off your rockers, she is the person who's going to put you straight. Okay, nah, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. She does what a lot of people need to be doing is talking to one another, getting these problems themselves straight.
Right.
So we're gonna have a great time with her tonight. If you got any questions, make sure you guys ask those questions. And also after the interview, like we've been posting all week, everybody been asking us about our Lifetime movie and how we got there. We're gonna be answering 3 questions at the end of the interview tonight. Mm-hmm. So if you have questions that you want to ask, make sure you ask them. We're only gonna answer 3 tonight. Then we'll answer the next 3 on the next TPN Live. Will you cut that out?
Oh, I didn't mean to. I'm trying to share it. I'm listening.
No, you're not listening. You're not listening. Anyway, we're about to go ahead and play our commercial real quick because we got the premiere coming. Oh,
right. Yeah, I want you guys to go ahead and share right now. Click on the share button, okay? If you're on Facebook, go ahead and click on the share. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button. Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing going. Let's get those numbers up because I'm sure there's a lot of us out here that need to be sitting on somebody's couch right now. You can be sitting on Miss Nina couch come next week, okay?
Hello. All right, so when we come back from the commercial, we'll be talking to Miss Nina Austin.
Those streets don't love you.
Hey, bitch, you looking for a ride?
Those streets don't love nobody.
I like you. And I think you know what the fuck you're doing.
I want to be rich, like those girls I've seen on IG.
How can I help you, Detective Wong?
Madre. Unfortunately, this is not a social visit.
Bitch, you just fucked up a whole lot of money.
We got it all.
I'll kill you.
Next time we talk.
I want to meet the bitch ass nigga that'll beat a woman like this.
I'm innocent!
There's some girl named Shay that's supposed to be trying to take over.
I'm gonna teach these bitches a lesson about messing with my money.
See you on the blade, bitch.
So if you guys in the Las Vegas area, please make sure you come check us out. The red carpet premiere is March the 12th.
It's this Saturday, March the 12th, 6:30 p.m., Windmere Library. Be there or be square.
And without further ado, we have the wonderful and most beautiful Nina Austin. Come on, Nina, say something.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
We are doing absolutely wonderful. How are you?
I'm great. My nerves are bad. My hands are sweaty. Thank you for that.
Oh, no, don't be sweaty. Don't be nervous.
Don't be nervous. It's all
good. Good nervous.
So for those who don't know exactly what it is that you do, please let them know.
Well, first, I am a licensed clinical professional counselor. What is that? It's a therapist. There's all kinds of therapists. There's just like social worker, master's degree therapists, plain therapists, all kinds of different therapists. Mine is under the counseling umbrella because when I started the school process, I actually started as a marriage couple and family counselor. And it was the first program Walden University had of that kind. And it wasn't fully accredited. So me being a single mom, I was nervous. I was like, I need something that's transferable because I'm a California transplant here. So as I was finishing the process, I switched over and went to mental health counselor. So that umbrella kind of, you can serve the population in a variety of ways. So I felt like that was a good choice for me. So licensure, licensed clinical professional counselor, and I focus in trauma.
Okay.
That's my
So
thing.
in other words, you trying to say married people made you talk to them because they were crazy.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
No,
All right.
that's,
Well,
not, that's not what I'm saying.
all right. So you went that route. You started off with marriage counseling, and then you went over to more clinical. So I guess studies is the word for it, or
It was just a different umbrella, like marriage, couple, and family. I was thinking more about just fixing, working with the whole family, couple style, and everything. And as I began to, see the program through and saw that the process wasn't quite done for me, I just didn't feel like I didn't want to be a part of the first group. I wanted to be in something that was always already established. With the licensure that I hold, I can work with the individual, I can work with family, I can work with couples. But my choice is to work with trauma, mainly helping women overcome certain issues. But I will work with everybody because everybody has their issues, so we all have to figure out ways to cope and, dig out our trauma histories, which is what most people want to skip because they feel a lot of fear. Like, I don't want to feel that pain again, but you'll never feel it the way you felt it in the moment. So it's just helping people rediscover and learn some different coping skills, tap into some places where the subconscious overrides us. Like, we clap back real fast and don't realize that's unprocessed trauma and anger. So that's kind of where I work. And I love working and helping women to come out of situations where they're a little stuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I what really drew me to you is that I see a lot of your TikToks, right? And I know that I know, see, I watch your personal videos also, and I know that you get on there, you having me cracking up at times, or you be dancing and you be just enjoying life, having fun. And then you get on there. I watch your personal videos also. And then you get on there and you are advocating for mental health. Because I remember one video and I watched it. I don't know if someone made you upset, but you went off on that video and you were really advocating for mental health. And you're telling people, like, don't come for me because this is what I do. And you love these people. And that's the part that I love about you, is that you really take that, this whole thing, it's serious for you. It's not just a job, right? This is something that's near and dear to you. And it's kind of hard to find genuine therapists that is not just in it just for the paycheck. I mean, the paycheck is good, but this is something that's near and dear to you, and you would check somebody if they try to say anything otherwise. So that's one of the things that drew me to you. We have your TikTok up now, so you guys can actually, go and follow her, check out her TikTok videos, because she be laying down some good stuff, right? Okay. So during this pandemic, and I know a lot of us really need to be on somebody's couch, but during this pandemic, do you see that the counseling services kind of ramped up? Has it been bringing out a lot of trauma in people?
I don't necessarily believe it's bringing out the trauma. It's actually exposing the trauma that we would normally be able to work away, go party away, get outside. Being confined is kind of forced everybody into this space of, I'm in here with me. And then their anxiety is up. Like, a lot of people are suffering from unprocessed trauma, just a lot of things. And like, for me, I just kind of just did what my work was and switched up because, I have my kids living with me. My grandbabies are here, prematurely born. So there's things health-wise that I was more concerned about. So I was like, well, they won't be getting the COVID on us. I'm gonna stay at home and I'm gonna work from home. So I started working, doing teletherapy, and kind of it shifted my practice because I was finding that a lot of people were coming to me, and they were kind of in abusive relationships, with narcissists, which are cold-blooded. That's the best way I can put them. It's like living with the devil, and it knows all your tricks. So trying to help people untangle their minds from those things, and a lot of the traumas were coming up. I even suffered from depression and a lot of anxiety at that time because some of my childhood issues were coming up, feeling stuck in the house, and I couldn't be me, and I felt like somebody was trying to control me, and that kind of triggered some stuff that was in the back of my closet that wasn't dealt with. So when you say I'm passionate, oh yeah, I'm very passionate about it because I am a survivor of countless traumas, and I'm Black, and most of us have churched it and did all the stuff, but we haven't done the work. So all of that comes back around to being stuck, and we have to deal with just ourselves or not.
So tell me, explain the churched it part.
I say we have feel good in a way. It's kind of like, no disrespect to Jesus, God, the Muslim, whoever you believe, no disrespect to that. But in that environment, it gives you a band-aid. You know, you feel good, you shout, you run, you spit, you pray, you do whatever you got to do. Turn around, touch your neighbor. You do everything that feels, but you never get to the root of the problem. And if I'm going to preach real quick, the Bible even say you got to dig up them roots. So that's where we miss it. We shout it out, but we're still walking around with our subconscious whooping us upside the head. The church is filled with broken people. We look pretty, but we're not healed. So that's passionate for me because I was raised in church. I just shouted with the best of them, spoke in tongues and fell out. But all of that childhood trauma, the sexual abuse, the attempted rapes, the verbal abuse, the critical stuff, even church hurt was still sitting with me as I'm running and singing in the choir. So for me, it was very important to, help people see themselves. You got to see yourself in order to heal it. And you got to feel it. You can't just keep dismissing, that kind of thing.
That's right. I'm glad you touched on that because speaking of this whole trauma thing and our people, a lot of us, and we're talking about the Black community at this point, we put a stigma on going to therapy.
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't crazy, girl. Just go in there and pray, and Jesus is gonna work it out for you. You know what I'm saying? And that is the most toxic trait, or the most toxic thing that someone can say to somebody. Yes, prayer is great. Yes, but you need that along with something else that's more tangible, something that's going to get you to talk. And I know my cousin is a therapist in Atlanta, and she told me then, she was like, therapists need therapists. Like, we have to go see somebody.
Oh, yeah. Mine is on speed dial, and my appointment is Wednesday.
See what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand that. They think, oh, because you're a therapist, you have it all together. But no, you got your own stuff on top of everybody else's stuff.
That part. And then we also have to use our therapy, too, to protect ourselves, because we have all these fancy terms for burnout. A lot of therapists, we are generally just naturally giving people. And sometimes in our work, we're working harder than our client. Like, this is their issue. We got to learn how to pull back. Also, hearing trauma stories over and over again, sometimes you might even be infiltrated where you're picking up the symptoms of somebody else's trauma. So we have to have somebody to help us keep it together with our regular life stuff, even our baggage, because you could hear a story and you think you have overcome that thing. And it's like, you're 5 years old all over again. Like, oh my God, how'd I get back here? So
we have a question. We have a question.
Yes, sir.
I do want to know, what do you do when you are constantly blaming someone for your past trauma to this day? They said they're asking for a friend, but I'm not sure about that.
To me, it's a touchy thing because we have gotten so caught up in a lot of buzzwords and victim blame and all this stuff. If your trauma is unresolved, whoever caused it is to blame. So yes, they did impact you. Now that we've dealt with it, we talked about it, at some point you're going to have to gain some accountability for yourself, for how you handle it, what you work at doing, how you express yourself. What are your triggers? You got to do some work for you, even though it's not your fault what happened to you. At the same time, it is your fault when you don't do what you need to do. Like, all your friends keep saying, every time we go somewhere, you got to get into a fight. Every time we go somewhere, you done got to get stupid drunk. Why you got so many boyfriends? We're not dealing with things. We're just reacting, and we're just kind of on autopilot through life. So yes, whoever did it, yes, they're at fault. And I'm going to keep pointing at you until we deal with you. We're going to do that. But in the same time, we have to get to the place where now, okay, I survived it. Now I want to live. And that's on us.
So they have to want better, want to be better, or want to get help. stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and that's a hard place to be for some because it's frightening, especially if you have like the top tens. And as Black people, oh, we got the trauma. We have it. All the beating, all the berating, all the molesting, just everything. We got issues with food. We got problems. We got to deal with them though. And we have to be willing to trust enough that the person that we're talking to is not going to let us hurt worse than where we were at. And that's where my job is, to normalize, coach, be somebody's mama, crazy auntie, play cousin. I do all of that in therapy. And we laugh, cry, and play together.
Let me ask you a question. So, like, say someone caused trauma throughout someone's childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And that person decides to not deal with that person at all. Is that healthy for me? Because I decide to cut that particular person out of my life completely? Or should I resolve that and let them know why the situation, like, I don't want to be in your presence anymore?
It depends on the person. Like, there are people that inflict abuse on folks and they are walking on sunshine. They don't believe nothing is ever wrong. They didn't do anything wrong. And sometimes it is a waste of your time to try to tell them what they did to you and why you're not fooling with them anymore, because they're going to just flip it on you. They're going to gaslight you and make you seem like you're wrong for even having a problem. We do that real bad too. Mm-hmm. But walking away to protect yourself and to keep your spirit straight and your mind linked into something, that is absolutely something that we advise. Hard for people to do, especially in our communities, because we are community centered. That's my mama them. That's my uncle. That's my auntie. We respect them. You don't do that to Big Mama. So, and to heal, sometimes you have to go against the grain, which we do for fun, but we won't do it for life. So my job is to try to just keep encouraging people to try something else. And I acted out, just like you said. I went left. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being angry. Mm-hmm. But what do you do after that? The Bible even speaks of that. Be angry, but don't sin. You can address an issue, but it is healthy to separate yourself from somebody that's hurting you.
Good. So I'm like my own therapist then, because I did exactly that.
No, you're not your own therapist. Why you still need to be in somebody's chair. Listen, because
Bobby!
You need to be in somebody's chair.
I mean, like, I could be a therapist too.
Yeah, you could be, but you still got all of us, like she said, we all got, issues from childhood. Yes. And he's right. Like, a lot of times he don't speak on the stuff that he's been through in life, especially dealing with his mom. His mom was a narcissist, and I don't think he didn't know that growing up, because that word didn't really start being used until recently, where people started understanding like the definition of a narcissist. And then you're with the narcissist, and then you're looking at them like, that's you, like, you know what I'm saying? Right. This one? So, and he's tried to smooth things over and different things like that. And then just this recent time, he was just like, you know what? I can't do it no more. I'm drained. I'm tired. Like, this is really taking a toll on my mental health. And he had to let it go, mama or not. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just have to walk away when it becomes too much. I feel like, if you're costing me my peace and my joy, you are too expensive for me.
Exactly. Yeah. And we do teach people and kind of walk you through things. That's just like, a lot of when I say abuse, couple abuse and stuff like that, most of those people that are in those toxic environments come from exposure. So you don't learn to be, you don't just wake up toxic, you learn it. So just like the families, there's some parent that maybe was abusive or they were manipulative, and all those different things kind of shape our mindset. And you have to, like, if the house is on fire, you got to go get the people out. So emotionally, your house is on fire. You got to get away from the person that's burning you. You just have to. So trying to help people detach from that, because that's all they know, and telling them to walk away, that gets scary too. Because what am I going to do over here? I'm used to my pain. I don't know what pleasure. I don't know what peace. I don't know what any of that is. What do you mean? What am I have? A new life.
So when you say when people become complacent and used to their pain, that is deep, because no other way. This is the only way But then when you get a piece of that peace in your life, then you be like, whoa, this is what I've been missing all of this time. That's deep.
So now when you do your practice or you're talking to people, do you have a couch or anything like that? Or you do it by Zoom? Or like how do people use your services to get help that they need?
Well, right now, just like you put my email address up there, if they want to reach out and write their essay about what they've been through, I'll read them all. I book them. And right now I'm just strictly teletherapy. So my platform, my electronic health record platform, it has a feature where I just send a link to their email or their phone. They don't have have to have a special app or anything, just as long as they're Wi-Fi ready and they understand that wherever they're talking to me, their privacy is not protected if they're with somebody else, but I'm protecting everything for them. So, and I don't broadcast a lot what I'm doing because I do deal with sensitive stuff. I do deal with people that have domestic violence situations going on, and I feel like an address where I am and all that stuff is not safe for them nor myself. And we already know I'm a little thugged out, so it's not safe. It's not safe. Not safe. I'm not all the way there yet. I'm still working. But yeah.
So like,
So we don't couch it. But when I'm talking to people, if you're at home, you can sit on your couch, you can get your blankie, get your favorite cup of coffee, chill out, because we're gonna kick back and we're gonna get in there. We getting in there. I didn't come to play.
Well, the reason I asked that because people comfort level, like what I'm saying, they can do the Zoom, they can do the cell phone, so they're don't have the only option of just coming to you physically. They can do it in their own comfort in the way that they see fit to, I guess, get them to open up better and faster to get services from you, correct?
Yes. And then also because we're in the social media age, everybody's on their phone. So I kind of feel like if I can give them a way where it's normal, like, because mental health is not normal, right? So we give you normalcy. Mm-hmm. Like, you're used to being on your phone, so why not have your therapist on your phone? I do have a line where people can even text me 24 hours a day. Now, am I going to respond to you right away? I know, I'm asleep. But I give you my business hours. Also respect that I have other sessions, but you know that you have somewhere you can reach where you're not going to get judged. Nobody's going to criticize you for having a bad day. Nobody's going to curse you out because you slipped back and ran back over there to dum-dum and got knocked upside the head again. You have that access. And I speak, this is who I am when I'm doing it, because I found that, learning the therapy side, going to school, I kind of had the insecurity of like, well, I'm not good enough. I'm not polished and I don't speak that way. And I was like, my life was grimy. So let me just be grimy with this therapy. And it works.
And it works. People, because people can relate to you. Like, that's real. I'd rather you be real with me than to sit up and throw words at me that I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, meet me where I am, be real, because a lot of people come to you, they don't even know up from down by the time they get to therapy. Right. So I get it. The first time I went to therapy, it was some years ago, and I had a Black female therapist, and I was so grateful for her because, and this was in Detroit, this was in Michigan, because she showed me so much. Like, she allowed me to break down a lot of things that I just had no idea I was actually dealing with. She just said, talk and tell me what it is. And I just started, telling her everything. And then she actually was able to break down. So people don't understand, like, therapy is so important. It is so needed. You guys should be booked year round, like all day, every day. You guys should be booked, because especially going through this pandemic, we're going through inflation, we're going through everything that we're going through right now. Like, we need somebody to actually talk to be able to help us sort out things. And I believe once people start getting healed, our world would be a better place.
It will.
Because
you won't be out there cutting up so bad. Like, once you deal with the hurt, it calms the anger down. It calms the depression. It calms everything down when you dig the roots up. Now, is the process easy? Oh no, it gets ugly. Like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm digging in your chest. Let go. That's what we can get this stuff out of here. You got to move it. It's killing you. So yeah, but I think therapy should be fun. I think it should be very normal. Just like you can go to the ER because you stubbed your toe. You should be able to say, my mind hurts. I need to talk to somebody.
I like that.
And we went to counseling. We went to marriage counseling, and I wasn't. I said I was against it at one point, but I thought that they were going to gang up on me.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my fears. But when we actually went to counseling, she listened to both sides.
Yeah,
she was awesome. And what happened? What I liked about her, this is the beginning of our marriage. Early. Well, I say beginning, middle of our marriage. What I liked about the situation was that she was able to articulate what I was feeling to her that I couldn't articulate myself, to get her to understand how I was feeling, and vice versa. So I can't say counseling does help. You know what I'm saying? We've been strong ever since then. Like I think so.
And people probably like, what? Y'all went to counseling?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we went to marriage counseling.
You take your car to get an oil change when your marriage needs a tune up too. You
Right.
you
Yeah,
gotta
I mean,
go.
she's only threatened to leave me like 10 times.
It's been 3.
No, 10 times.
Just 3? Okay.
I threatened her once and she flipped out. So, you know, it was like, we got to go to counseling.
But see,
it's all good.
So let's go back to when you talk about therapy. I know that I was a runner.
Mm-hmm.
So the first sign of an issue, I just removed myself, and that's how I dealt with a lot of things in life. And it's not the right way to deal with it. But I just be like, forget it, I'm gone. Like, you know,
right?
Especially with marriage, like you can't just get married today and then be like, oh, I'm gone tomorrow. We have one little argument. But that was me.
Mm-hmm.
But going to counseling and therapy to be able to see that, like, oh dang, and then to be able to hear that how it affected him by me saying those words to him, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh,
yeah,
I didn't look at it like that.
Yeah, because I was raised by my grandparents. That's 50 years of marriage. So all I know was stability. You know,
right.
It wasn't no get divorced. When they had issues, they slept in separate rooms.
Exactly.
So that's how that situation was. I'm like, okay, well, you married, you know, we got another bedroom. Go over there until you get yourself calmed down. We can come back together. That's how I thought the situation was going to be. Hers, like, I'm about to pack my stuff and get the hell up out of here. I'm like, whoa, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. And like I was saying, the influence is just something simple as that. Like, she's a runner, you're a stayer, but we stay in the house. We break up in the house. We don't leave. And just something like that. You need I call myself a tour guide with a flashlight. I'm just going through your life with you and exposing the corners. Like, over there, did you see that? Do you know? Look at that right there. Like, I'm pretty much a hothead because in my trauma, nobody heard me. So growing up, my development turned into, you will hear me. You gonna hear me. So now learning how to dial it back and find balance is the way. Where'd they go? Oh no. Well, hi everybody. I hope I didn't get lost off of the show. Oh no.
Okay, sorry about that. Can you see
Oh,
it?
you're fine. We're fine.
Okay. Sorry
I'm
about
just trying to hold my hand still because I like to touch and tap and just be still. You don't know what you're doing, girl.
No, our dog ran and she kind of knocked us out a little bit here with the camera. So
it's okay. We here for it.
Yeah. So hold on, we're trying to get it together. Yeah, she knocked out the main camera. So you know,
live TV.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, y'all.
TPN Live. That's what it's called.
So y'all know
TPN Live.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Here we go. We back.
But yeah, first of all, before we move past this part of the conversation, while people are in this group, can you tell them like the type of insurance? Do you take insurance or how does that work?
Off top, of course, everybody takes cash. Cash is king. I do take insurance. I am currently contracted with Medicaid, and that's the fee for service. So straight Medicaid, I'm contracted with them. I'm also contracted with Anthem, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Medicaid side and commercial. That's PPO, HMO, and United Healthcare. I'm waiting on credentialing from Aetna. And I have a couple more that I'm working on because I'm private practice. Nobody does anything for me. I'm doing it all myself. So as I'm applying for different things, I'm, trying to get on as many panels as I can because I've only been privately practicing in my own practice for, since 2018. And I started off with just Medicaid, and I kind of want to branch out because a certain different population levels, people have different need levels, and I want to be able to service more people. So I'm expanding that way. And hopefully later on, I might have a little practice in tra-la off into the sunset doing some other things.
Well, someone asked about TRICARE. I guess that's an insurance.
TRICARE is typically associated with the veterans, and I'm not on their panel, but they do have some good people. Some people I used to actually work with the Veterans Administration. So, the hardest part I think for people as far as getting services is actually, linking up and finding a therapist. And I will say this. It's a relationship you're building, and everybody's not for everybody. So at least give yourself the chance, like, let me interview this person, let me feel them out. And if they don't work, get another one until you keep going until you get the one that works for you. But yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, we got a question here from Ms. Neva. So what advice can you give to balance that, not being too aggressive yet assertive with a little passive? I guess second part of the question, I can relate to not being heard.
Yeah. That's a practice in progress. So if you're in places I feel where you're safe, that's the place where you can kind of temper your temper. If you're being heard, you're less likely to be a flash mob on people. You're less likely to bust on them. But it does take time. You have to process your stuff. It's not a quick fix where I just read a meme or something and I got it. You have to practice it. You got to walk it out. And yes, you're going to blow some stuff up while you're getting it. It's just not going to happen.
Okay. Well, I hope that answered your question, Ms. Neva.
I hope so too.
More questions. Her email is at the bottom there. So you can email her and get on her schedule, and she can put you on her webinar.
Mm-hmm.
And
all of ours.
Yeah, what kind of NAR you want to get in? You can lay on your own couch. So you got to worry about her Febreze on her own couch. You can lay on your own couch. And
say Febreze again, because I love Febreze.
Yeah, she said thank you. Yes.
Okay, good.
That's awesome. Okay, if anyone else have any questions, now is the time to go ahead and put them in here.
Yeah.
You heard the insurances that she accepts. Also, she accepts cash as well, and everything is done virtually, so you don't have to be here in Las Vegas. Yep. You can
Well, you do have to be in Nevada because I'm only licensed in Nevada.
Okay, that's what I was
But if you're out of town, I'm in town, so you can be wherever you want to be, just long as your insurance or whatever is in the state of Nevada. Because I can only practice here.
But if they have their own cash, then you can do cash. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Cash is king.
All right. So if you ain't got insurance, you got a couple of dollars in your cash app. Boom. You need somebody to talk to.
We can make some things happen.
You make it work for you. That's what's up.
Well, I just love, like I said, I love your you being so down to earth and being relatable. Because that is one of the things that we need. You guys, you see her TikTok there. Go ahead and make sure you follow her on TikTok. Her videos be so funny. I love them. I love watching them. I love hearing you when you go off on people and you're actually advocating for, mental health. And that's what made me be like, babe, we got to get her on the show. I really want to reach out to her and let's talk to her, because during this time it's so imperative that we get our mental health in check.
And I thought she was doing it for me. I thought she was saying something in me, but I didn't know it was an interview. I thought, okay, she's trying to get me a therapist. But
okay.
It is what it is.
It's like me and you a lot alike, Mr. Bobby. We out there.
Yeah. I don't know. But we definitely appreciate your time and being on with us. We at that 30-minute mark. If anything that you want to let the people know about your services or how they can reach you other than your TikTok and your email, we've been blasting all night. This is the time for that.
702-550-2803. Yeah, I'm old school. You gotta talk to me because I gotta let you feel this. You can't just look it up. You gotta feel it. So yeah, reach out and I reach back pretty quick.
Not a problem. We love it. We love it.
And we've been telling people to call you. So you are open to new patients right now, right? Okay.
Yeah. Yes. So I have a few more slots available. Yeah, and I'm pretty flexible. So I understand Las Vegas work culture. So yep, I work around.
Awesome. Okay. So we've come to the end of this particular part of the interview. What we're going to do now, Nina, you're more than welcome to stay on if you want to. We're opening up the floor to the people who want to talk to us about our film journey.
I'm nosy. I've been wanting to hear this part.
So
let me get comfy.
Well, it all depends on their questions. If you have any questions about us making movies and like that. Recently, we just had a movie come out on Lifetime, which we did. Called.
It was good.
I'm glad you like it.
Thank you.
So people been asking us inbox. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to keep not answering the same questions over and over to 20, 30, 40 people at the same time. If you want to know, come watch the show. You can ask your question live, and we'll answer it live on the show right now. So I'm opening up the floor to everybody who's watching right now. If you have a question for Renee and I about our filmmaking journey and how we've done it, we're going to go answer 3 questions tonight, and then we're going to answer another 3 questions on our next TPN Live, which will be March the 15th. So here we go. We got any questions yet? I'm so excited for you guys. Okay, that's not a question.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie. So we're going to hang out a little bit in the chat room. Nina, this has been a great pleasure talking to you.
Yes, you've been amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
And I feel healthy already. I feel like weight has been lifted off my chest. I don't feel stressed. I don't feel suicidal no more. I don't feel like homicidal no more.
Homicidal. Hold on. That's a different word. Hold on. Stick with that.
It's all relative over here on my couch.
Yeah. I'm not idle. I'm not any kind of idle at all. I'm just playing.
Thank you guys so much, because this meant a lot to me. I'm an old chicken, and just getting that kind of encouragement makes me want to just keep on, just like, girl, we got this.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean,
51. I found myself.
Okay, look at you.
So, yeah.
51.
Okay.
What?
One. Look at you.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, how old are the grandbabies?
My oldest is 6. My little girl, that was the one that was born 4.5 months early. Super miracle. And my grandson is 3.
Okay. Nice. You got just the 2, huh?
Yeah, just the 2. I have my 3 sons. One's almost 28. One just turned 24, and then the baby's about to be 21.
Okay.
It's us against the world.
So look, you got grown chillins.
Grown.
All right.
Go on ahead, pandemic, so I can get out in these streets.
I know, right?
Well, it don't look like anybody got any questions for live, but they'll be in my inbox tomorrow.
I got a question.
Okay, what's your question?
How y'all doing? Who are you? Where you come from? How you? I'm so impressed with you. I was like, oh my God, their name is on the TV. How? Just give me something quick. I need to know. I need to know.
Well, right place at the right time.
Right.
That's pretty much how that goes.
So we've been doing this together since we got married, since 2008. Bobby was doing it. He'd been doing it over 20 plus years in film. I started in theater. When I got with him, I crossed over to film. And we've been grinding, like just hustling and grinding for all those years. And one day out of the blue, Bobby got an inbox from someone who was inquiring about our journey and like, hey, I think I can do better for y'all. And we was like, well, put your money where your mouth is, basically. Like, what are you talking about? You could do better.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked if we had a script. Bobby sent him a script that was 10 years old.
Yeah.
10 years old. Now, this isn't the Lifetime script. This is another one we did we're waiting for it to get picked up. They actually picked it up. We got it funded. We shot that. And then from there, we moved over into the Lifetime, directing the Lifetime movie.
Which was 3 times the budget of the first one.
Which is 3 times, right, the budget of the first one.
Okay, budget.
And so that's how we started on that particular journey. But we've been in the independent realm for a very long time, which we love. We love giving, actors and actresses their first start. We love getting people out there just so that they can become household names.
Yeah.
So that's just a passion of ours to see people's dreams come true.
Yeah, exactly. And we've helped a lot of actors from in Atlanta for sure. And we started to help a lot of actors here in Vegas. If you look at some of our credits and some of their actors' credits who've been on our projects, we gave them their first credit, and some of them have all gone on to start their own film production companies and went on to do bigger stuff, bigger than what we're doing right now. We're happy about that.
Absolutely.
Not to name anybody's name, but people know who work with us first. Now they're working with Tyler Perry's and they're working on the Netflix shows and all that stuff. But we're happy for them. And we're still good friends to this day. We're like brothers and sisters, uncles and aunties. So we've been blessed to be around a lot of good people who have took what we showed them and just ran with it. Ran.
All right. Well, you might look up and see me in the corner somewhere, finding one of my little somethings.
Well, come on. We are, a lot of times a lot of our movies, independent movies have roles for therapists. Like we always have a therapist. Seem like in the last.
Well, if you watch Taboo,
like a lot of our films have therapists.
Yeah.
So we might have to, talk to you about that.
Get some consultant at least,
or get you on there. Like, you'll be doing a script, you'll be reading from a script, but that'll be, what I'm saying, that'll come natural for you.
Yeah. So We can work it out, Ms. Austin. Miss Divya. Okay. Are your filming journeys real life related?
Film as far as are you talking about the stories that we write, or explain that just a little bit more?
Get a little bit more on that one, because that's a loaded question.
I remember Taboo. Yeah.
My dreams is to put my story on Lifetime. Tell me how to do it. Well, there is no particular cookie cutter way, Stephanie, on how to get your movie on Lifetime. I mean, you have to have something they want. Like we said earlier, we got our project funded.
Mm-hmm.
So the best thing I would suggest for anybody, because Lifetime, they don't fund projects.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So find you some investors who believe in your project as much as you do, and make sure that it's funded to a budget where as though it's compatible to what they have on television right now.
Right.
I mean, you just can't say, well, somebody give me $10,000 or $20,000 and you made a great film that looked like what's on Lifetime. That's not going to cut it, because some of the cameras that they even use when they cover that budget. That Lifetime project was $300,000, just to give you a budget, and we shot it in 12 days. Was it 12 days?
Yeah, 12 days.
12 days.
Yeah.
12 days of filming, like 3 days of prep.
No, we had a week of prep.
A week of prep. Okay, a week of prep. So that's how that goes. So I would suggest take your script, your idea, whatever you do, get it written, find you some money, film it correctly, hire some professionals.
And you can look on Lifetime or Netflix or wherever you want to sell it to and see what their specs are, like the specs of their cameras and what they're looking for, so that you would know that when you film that movie that you're living up to those specifications that they're looking for. Because you have to use certain cameras for certain networks.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so her second part of the question, yes, the story is, have you experienced any parts in your film? Well, yes and no. None of the Taboo stuff was related.
Well, Taboo One was a story
that I knew of my
personally
girl.
that he ran into. If you guys go back and watch Taboo One about the girl, with the young lady that was sleeping with her brother, that's somebody that he was actually
trying to get with. And when she told me that she sleep with her brother, I'm like, well, that's in-house. I can't compete with that. So I left. I was like, okay. And then it came back to me years later. I was like, that's a good story. So and it's intrigued how that situation happened. Now I don't know if it was a true story or she was just telling me that to get out of her face, but it stuck with me.
I mean, you could say so many other things other than I'm sleeping with my brother, like to get rid of somebody, right? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
So, but that's how that story was birthed. So, with you guys, it's NPR. We did Money, Power, Respect a long time ago. That's based loosely off my life.
Yeah.
Flags on the Field.
Well, that's based off your dad.
My dad, right? Yeah. Flags on the Field
is
based loosely off my life, right? So yeah, NPR would be based on my dad. We took some things from my family dynamics, and then Flags on the Field was based on a time in my life.
Which is on Tubi, so go watch Tubi and you can find out how her and her girlfriend used to act in Detroit. They used to act a fool.
We did.
So, that's how that went.
We did.
So we got one more question. That was two. No, what's that?
That was two questions.
All right, so we got one more question.
Okay.
Let's see what's going on here.
And Phyllis said, "Wait for real, you too." Thank you, Mia.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, yeah.
That was for real.
Hey, Rashad.
Hey, Rashad. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, so that's how that goes. Sometimes, like, we will take stories that we know we're familiar with, and we kind of expand on them. Detroit is my birth city.
Well, actually, you know what? Domestic warfare was some of the time that you went through.
Yeah.
Because if you see domestic warfare, one of the time Renee had to go
talking about church hurt.
Yeah. So she had to go through that particular situation while she was in counseling in the crazy house with the padded rooms.
No, hold up. What? That was exaggerated. I didn't go to the crazy house, but that part was exaggerated. But Dylan did the church with the church hurt and talking about domestic warfare and talking about forgiveness, that you have to go through and forgive these people that actually hurt you. Dealing in the church. That's what domestic warfare was about. So yeah, that was based loosely off of a true story.
Okay, hold on. Somebody said, all right, last question. Can y'all produce my story? Just be sure, Ken, how much money you have? We can definitely make it work.
Yes, Mia. We can produce
your story, but the finances got to come from somewhere.
The budget.
So
definitely come from somewhere.
Yeah, we can definitely, we can fund it. We can also get it placed depending on how much money you want to spend.
No, we can't fund it.
No, I said no.
You said we can fund it.
Oh, yeah, we can't fund it. I'm sorry. I can't fund it because one, move, Gracie, before you knock it out again. We can't fund it because one, we got 7 children, 2 grandchildren. We just got a lot of kids we got to take care of. But yeah, I mean, it's not a matter of what it takes. Second part of your question, it's not a matter of what it takes. It's what you are willing to invest in yourself. It's an investment pretty much. If you want to invest $100 into your project, then we got to make it $400. If you want to invest $100,000,
that'll be with one person. Like how we gonna make it for $100? I mean, I need you to bring that. You're gonna a little bit.
No, look. If you're depending how your story is, you get you one of these, and you go to get the shooting. That's just pretty much how that goes. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on your particular needs. That's how that goes. All right, I'll find it. Cool. That's all it takes. So those are 3 questions that we had answered for our film journey. We want to once again thank Miss Nina for being a part of this.
Yes, thank you.
If you guys should go ahead and follow her on TikTok. Why are you saying TikTok?
I don't know.
Nina Austin Counseling Services is her TikTok. And her email is, one more time, Nina Austin Counseling Services @gmail.com. Nina, we want to say thank you. We appreciate you and all that you do, and keep helping the Black community. Well, not just the Black community, but all those people who need help, whether they're white, Black, brown, or otherwise.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much, Ms. Nina, for taking
Thank you.
We love you. And thank you. You guys make sure y'all reach out to her because we all need to be on the couch. So y'all make sure y'all reach out.
Yep. All right, Ms. Nina. We appreciate you. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Night.
Awesome. Okay, that was a great show, guys. I maybe need a TikTok. Wow, man.
There you go, man.
You know what?
Right away.
That budget is doubled now. So whatever you thought you were gonna do, today, twice as much as that. I'm working on Independent Scary Movie. How can I produce big? You know what? Rashad, come back on our next show. We will answer that question for you. All right. So we only answered 3 questions tonight. You came in a little late. Sorry, that's on you. But come back on March 15th for TPN Live. After the interview, we answer 3 more questions about our film journey.
On March the 15th, Rashad. We got you. Just you're in the process of working on it. Just come back, ask that question on March the 15th, and we got you.
Yep. And we got a good answer for you too. So you got to wait 2 weeks for it to get the answer. I'm sorry.
He is such a butthole, y'all. See, that's what I'm saying. You need to be on Miss Nina couch. Go get on her chair.
What I gotta do? Nah. But yeah, just come back. We want to make sure that what time?
It's 6 p.m. Pacific time.
Yeah. So 6 p.m. Pacific. What you can do now, subscribe to our YouTube channel and enable alerts, and you will get an email or a notification on your cell phone when we are actually live. All right. So
yes, big butthole. Felicity called it right.
What? Come on, yes, Felicity.
I call him butthole all the time. Like, you just really?
How am I butthole? That's not right. I'm not a
But
butthole.
if you got to know his personality, like if you don't know his personality, you'd be like, really, sir? But it's all in love.
If you read my post, you know my personality.
It's all in love.
Yes, it's all love. I mean no harm by it, but I am sticking to our rules. That's just it. I'm sticking to the rules.
He's a little OCD about that.
I am. It's the military in me. I look. We set all the rules. We do it. That's just how that goes. Who else? You be me. I do not be mean, Felicity. That's okay. Well, that's like when you be here tomorrow at 12 o'clock, we see how mean I'm gonna be then. So that was we had a great show talking to Nina, man. I learned some things about the counseling and stuff like that. It's not shameful to get help. It's not shameful to talk to people. So make sure you go talk to somebody. If you can't afford to pay Nina or whatever the case may be, talk to somebody who is non-judgmental. And
then it's okay to walk away from toxic situations.
Yes. So.
Whether it be, a family member, because most of the time it's your own family. So it's okay to protect your mental health. It's okay to protect, to walk away, to protect your sanity. You can do it without being mean. You can do it without being disrespectful. You can do it just to protect who you are. And that was one of the questions that Bobby had asked her, because of his situation. Mm-hmm. Am I doing the right thing? So, and she did validate that.
Good. Anyway, guys, we had a great show. Next week will be the Bobby and Renee show, which is our pre-recorded show on us debating a certain topic. If you want to know what that topic is, tune in next Tuesday at 6 o'clock.
What is that topic?
I don't know. That's why I didn't say anything, because I forgot what the topic was. We recorded these shows prior. But if you come back next Tuesday, and we all can find out together at 6 o'clock.
We all find out together.
Yes, because I don't know what the topic was. But if you come back next Tuesday at 6 o'clock, you can find us debating a certain topic. And then after that, we have TPN Live, and we would announce who our next guest is going to be. What? So she got to find the next guest. That is your job.
Really?
That's who you do.
See how we be bouncing back.
That's
This is not.
Good.
We're not. This is not good.
This is
like
good.
no.
This is
Like we're about. Like I just put the blame on you. Like I asked you what was our next show because I knew you didn't know, and then you're gonna say I gotta find the next guest. I got the next guest.
Oh, well, excuse me then. Okay, she ain't got next guest. She don't know who she talking about. I already know she ain't got nobody lined up.
Yes, I do.
She would have put it in the chat or whatever, and I would have been making a flyer. But anyway.
Oh, y'all don't forget Pimpstress premiere here in Las Vegas this Saturday. Come out and support your local actors, your local directors, your producers, your filmmakers. Guys, we're going to have a good time. Hopefully, you guys have a good time.
And they're going to celebrate my birthday.
Have a good time. Yes, his birthday is on Friday. We're celebrating it Friday and Saturday. And depends on how we feel on Sunday. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
Then how Saturday go? It won't be a Sunday. We might not work until Monday.
It takes about 2 days for us to, recoup after about a day or so of partying. So, yeah, 2 or 3 days.
Yeah,
but
something like that.
Y'all come out. So it's the tickets will end. The online ticket sales will end on tomorrow evening. 5 p.m. But you will still be able to purchase tickets at the door. So
$20.
So tickets ahead of time is $15. At the door is $20.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's an extra $5 inconvenience fee.
Yeah.
You could just bought the ticket now.
Inconvenience fee.
Yeah.
Ain't no inconvenience.
It is inconvenience fee. Because if you buy it now, then you got to worry about the extra $5. So, but if you want to wait and just do it live, then boom, you got to pay that.
It's okay.
$5.
It's okay.
And we do take tips.
Why would we need a tip?
I don't know. I go to the store to back tip. And I'm at 7-Eleven. Why am I giving you a tip? You get paid an hourly wage. Why am I giving you a tip?
I don't understand that.
So anyway, we got one more last comment here.
Inconvenience fee. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
He making stuff up on the fly. Talking about inconvenience fee.
Hey, listen, we're going to end this show how we do all of our shows with a 1, 2, 3, and peace.
Hi, I'm Emmy-nominated Melvin Jackson Jr., actor and producer. You're watching TPN Live with Bobby and Renee. Stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Nitra. I'm an extras casting director and a DDP yoga instructor, and I'm watching TPN Live with Bobby and Renee Peoples. And you should too.